What is going on, everybody? Welcome to NMI GT Entertainment, and I am Joel. Nice to see you here on this getting warm Saturday morning. Today, a friend of mine, Mark, has set up a little cruise and lunch that we're going to go do. So that's what we're going to go do. I'll talk about it here in 1 second. Go watch that intro. Alright, so again, I was reiterating that Mark has set up a little cruise. We're meeting him near the airport here in Richmond, and then moving down towards, I think it's Charles City area, back over in that way. Going down Route 5, which is kind of a windy, not windy, but it's more of a straight single shot road type deal. And then we're going to go hit lunch, and then we're going to go ahead and document what's going on along the way. You got myself, Pam, my Brandon, Derek, Chris with the Corvette, and a few others are joining us for this little trip. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves together and get this rolling. Just on a side note, as you can see, I do have my quick jacks out. When I did get this delivered, they forgot to send me those hooks at the top. So I just got those hooks yesterday and decided to go ahead and mount them up and get them out the way off the floor because they were just sitting over there. So what I need to do now is kind of figure out what I want to do with the compressor itself and the blocks, and maybe move that up, maybe build like a little shelf or something somewhere, or maybe I'll just put it on top of the fridge. I don't know exactly what I want to do, but the quick jacks will be making their debut in some videos. Again, like I said, I have a little noise under the Mustang. I don't know exactly what's going on with that, but I do have something to talk about. So give me a second before we start on this trip. All right, everybody, on the side quest here, I am about to do the audio system in this car. Well, I'm kind of in the stages of talking to people, trying to figure out prices and kind of go from there. Audio has gotten pretty expensive for a basic system. A lot of people don't do it, I guess, as much, and you know, when they get somebody that wants to go full throttle, you know, they're going to get you. So nevertheless, we're going to go ahead and add a system to WASP. I don't know exactly when, but stay tuned for that. And if y'all want me to document or get them to document the install of the full car, it's going to be a full stereo install. It's not going to be just a subwoofer. It's going to be door panel, center speaker, back panel. It's going to be a sub box in the rear, amp rack. That's going to be mounted. I don't know exactly where. I'm kind of playing with some ideas with that too. And I haven't seen really too many Mustangs where they've done a full install, at least the new ones. You know, they've either just swapped out the sub or the center speaker or what have you. So if y'all want to see that type of stuff, it's coming. I don't know exactly when. Like I said, I'm kind of getting some negotiation going with the audio place and trying to figure out what I want to do and how I want to do it. Back in the day when I did Electra, you know, technology has changed, right? So now they have a 5 or 6 channel amps now that'll run your sub and all your speakers with no problem, versus having multi-amps for multi situations. You know, having an amp for your subs and an amp for your interior speakers and what have you, right? So I'm still kind of researching it. It's probably going to be focals in the door and maybe a JL sub. I don't know exactly what sub I'm going with right now. They tried to sell me on a box, a prefab box, which is fine, but I have more of an idea of what I want to do versus having just a prefab thrown in there. It just doesn't look finished to me. It's just a box in the back seat, right? Or in the back trunk. Either way, we're going to cross that path when we get to it. But again, Wasp is going to go ahead and get an audio system. I don't know exactly when, but like I said, I am in talks with them. I got a little quote from them now. The whole car is going to be soundproofed. It's going to have the Dynamat in it, or whatever version of it is, but soundproofing. That's going to be trunk, roof, doors, all that stuff. So it should be a nice little add-on to it. And like I said, I've always liked my audio system. It's not bad, it's just not where I want it to be. Nevertheless, we'll go get our stuff packed up, go ahead and do what this video is about, and we'll see you in a minute. All right, we have finally made it to the first meeting spot, which is the Sheets. We got the gang all out here. So hopefully we'll be going soon. We were kind of dragging behind because of you-know-who's. But just to let you see what is out here today. You got Chris in his vet. You got Derek in his new GT500. You got their new cars there. So we have a nice little collection going on today. So let's see what mess we can get into. Yep, so we're waiting on Brandon. He got last minute notice, so we're holding up on him. But as you can see, let me go closer to the cars now. You got me, you got Brandon, you got Pam, you got Chris in the Z06, no, excuse me, ZR1. You got Derek's new GT500. You got a GT. We got their new GT on airbags. You got the Z01 or Z06. See, and then I'm all confused. Yep. 350. And GT. So yeah, like we're just waiting and about to have a plane land on us. Just to let you see this up close and personal. Whoa. All right, everybody, we are now on a move. You're gonna hear rocks pelt off my car because Derek's tires are real sticky. I'm gonna switch lanes real quick. Hold on, get over here. Alrighty. But anyway, we are on the way. Brandon decided to join us, so he's in front of me now. So let me sort all this out and we'll be back in a second. Alright, so let me do a quick flyby with some of these cars here while I got a chance. Some Brandon, some Derek. Oh. That is a lineup as I can get them. I'm gonna get back in line with them, so see you in a sec. All right, everybody, so we just finished eating at the Courthouse Grill down here in Charles City. This was our destination. Food was pretty good. So now we're gonna walk up to everybody, see what the plans are. I think everybody's gonna start heading their direction. We'll cruise back and go with there, but I'll keep y'all in tune with what's happening. And now that we have caught back up to them, just a quick little lineup of the cars here.
Really? They don't do it anymore? I haven't seen them do it. But they also streetcar takeover stopped by here. So that was, why did they stop that? That's this weekend.
So what do y'all think? Brandon murdered something. Something got murdered on his car. So anyway,
Oh, she's big body.
that is the lineup. Not a bad day. It's not too hot, so not too bad. What is going on, everybody? Now we are back at the homestead. Let me come in here because the light won't get all crazy. But it was a nice little trip. Food was good. Showed you the restaurant, and it seemed like everybody had a good time. But I was experiencing that noise I was talking about. So what I am going to go ahead and do and tack onto this video is a maiden voyage of the Quick Jacks, and we're going to see if we can kind of locate what is going on and if it's something that I can take care of myself real quick, or if it's something more in depth. We're going to find out together, so we'll see you once we get under that car. All right, everybody, so I got the car back down on the ground, and to no avail. I can't really see anything wrong. There was the header flanges were loose, so I tightened those up, took it out again, and it's still doing it. But it's a weird noise. And it does it at different RPMs. That's why I don't believe it's a drive shaft issue. I looked at it, there's no wear and nothing going on with that. I thought it was the flanges, you know, once you get to a certain speed, they'll vibrate and, you know, you get that noise. But to me, it almost sounds like something is rubbing. But like I said, it's not the drive shaft. It feels like just something is touching something else. You feel it in your feet. You feel it, you know, in that area. You know, it's not in the back, and it's not like under your seat. It's like around your feet area. So I'll have to do a little bit more homework and kind of figure out what noise I got going on there. So it is what it is. But in the meantime, we are emptying out our pool. Pam is cleaning that, and that water is all going down the street over here. You see the hose, and it's going down in a way. So that is pretty much what we're going to have to tackle the rest of the day. Like I said, the car itself runs fine. It's just that noise, and when you get on it, when it's doing it, it just feels like it's hesitating, or, you know, something is grinding and whatever. I don't know if it's because it's making a noise and knock sensors are killing it. I don't know. I don't know what is the deal with it. But nevertheless, we will have to figure that out, and I'll let you know what is going on with that, or if I find out while doing the research, I'll make a new video about it. But anyway, I hope y'all have a great day. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm glad that the boys got together. We did a little dining and you know, a little driving, and I wish I would showed y'all what was progressing as we came home, but it was progressing and I didn't have time to film it. But anyway, y'all have a good weekend. I hope everything is good, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.